Hey everybody, I'm so glad to be able to bring you this video today. This is a flea market baseball card update video. My area is slowly starting to open up some shops and stores. One of the flea markets in my vicinity recently just opened up, and so I was able to go by there a couple days ago and pick up some cards, and I thought I would show them off to you guys. For those of y'all who are still waiting for your area to open up, maybe this can kind of help you get through the times. So what I've got here, I think this is a stack of 52 cards I was able to pick up. It had looked like the vendor who kind of has this booth was able to kind of go through some of their cards because it looked like it had been pretty well stocked up with some new products. There were some grab bags, which I purchased. I'll feature in another video. And I also saw some like 3,200 count boxes, maybe the 5,000 or 4,000 count boxes. I think it's the 5,000. I can't remember. Some of the bigger boxes down at the bottom of the display that had been updated. And so anyway, I wanted to show you what I was able to pick up. I believe I got all of this for about $20. So 50 cards plus these two kind of little team bag, grab bags. They're both Bowman cards. This is last year's Bowman, and this I think might be just Bowman Chrome. I don't honestly remember. So anyway, I thought I'd show you off what I was able to pick up. I'm going to go in order from least expensive card to most expensive. So I have the 10-cent cards first. Hunter Dozier, this is not his first Bowman release, but it is got the rookie card logo. He was pretty good last year for Kansas City, former first-round pick who finally got a lot of playing time and put it together, played a little first base, played a little third base, with Mike Moustakas obviously having moved on. This year they have Mike Calfranco, so there's rumor that they're going to put him in the outfield, which I'm not so sure I think is the best idea, but whatever. I'm not in charge. So pick that one up for a dime. Also got this Garrett Cole. Man, Garrett Cole's cards haven't quite taken off like I would have expected after his awesome years in Houston. For a dime, Stadium Club, I've professed my love for Stadium Club before on this channel. It's great photography. The no border on the card, it just gets me all the time. Frankie Montas had a sneaky good year last year. I believe he was one of the guys that got suspended for PEDs for 50 games or 80 games. I can't remember. But he was having an amazing year. And so I believe he's on Oakland now. But his Dodger rookie card here, this looks like Topps Heritage maybe, for 10 cents. I jumped on that one. Next, we've got Ethan Hankins, who is a minor leaguer in the Cleveland Indians organization. I don't know a lot about Ethan. This is numbered out of $9.99. I think all the base cards in Panini Elite Extra Edition, which is what this is, are numbered out of $9.99. So that's not too special, but he's got a pretty good pedigree, and I don't know a lot about him, but I believe he's one of their higher-end pitching prospects in the Cleveland Indians organization, along with Tristan McKenzie. Colton Welker, I love these Bowman's Best or Topps High Tech cards that I haven't really been able to pick up or find because they're hobby-only releases. This is for a dime. Colton Welker, third base prospect for Colorado. Don't know much about him, but I just love the look of those acetate cards. Sean Jelly, I do know something about him. He's like 6'11", and he went to Kentucky. This is another Panini Elite Extra Edition. He's in the Giants organization. He kind of had a rough year last year, but he's still, I believe, in their top 10 prospects. He's definitely one of their higher-end pitching prospects, along with Seth Corey, and they've got a lot of good position player prospects in the Giants organization as well. So I'll be looking for him to hopefully make some progress in the minor leagues this year, assuming he gets to pitch this year. I found this one, which I believe might be the oldest card I picked up. 2014 Bowman, first Bowman Chrome of Lewis Thorpe. I don't follow the Twins too much, but I do believe, you can see he's there, Australian, signed as a free agent. I do believe he made his debut last year, and I think he has a rookie card in 2020 Topps Series 1 this year. And so I saw this, I'm like, you know what? Anytime you can get a first Bowman Chrome for a dime, I'm going to jump on it, even if it's a player I don't really know that much about, but I do know he's in the major leagues. Speaking of a player I don't know too much about, DL Hall, another one of these Bowman Prospects cards out of Topps High Tech for a dime. He's a minor league pitcher for the Orioles right now, and I think he's got a pretty good track record, so I'll pick that one up for a dime as well. Here's one. Now we're moving into the quarter cards here. For a quarter, Cody Bellinger. Now this is from Topps opening day from 2018. It's got obviously the date right down here of the opening day for the Dodgers in 2018. I just love the blue background on these. I know opening day isn't that high end of a release and it's kind of lower end and it's kind of cheap, but these colored parallel cards with the actual opening day, whether they're blue like this one, or green or orange, man, they just really stand out to me, and I just really love them. So anytime I can see one of these colored parallels, they're not numbered or anything, but just these colored opening day parallels, especially the Topps Gold Cup rookie card, or not rookie, but Gold Cup card of Cody Bellinger, I thought that was an awesome deal for a quarter. It may not be worth more than a quarter, but to me, I just love that deep blue on that one. Here we've got some Bowman's Best. I don't purchase a lot of Bowman's Best. Jacob deGrom, Cy Young Award winner, and Brendan McKay, the two-way prospect, although he hasn't got to hit too much in the major leagues. More of a pitching prospect right now for Tampa Bay. But this design is so cool. I like the Bowman's Best design, and I did not purchase any of that because it's a hobby-only release. So for a quarter, I went for those. Here's another one, Francisco Mejia. This is from 2018 Topps Gallery, and this is even the Heritage kind of parallel. So this is a little bit more scarce, I believe, than just the regular Topps Heritage, or excuse me, Topps Gallery. This is, I believe, maybe the 1952. Don't hate me in the comments on that. I think it's 1952 Topps design, the old school design here. I think there's like a really famous Mickey Mantle card with this design. But Francisco Mejia, a guy who started out with Cleveland, was this big hype catching prospect. Then he got traded, maybe in the Brad Hand trade, I could be wrong about that, to San Diego. And he's not quite been able to get his footing yet, but this kid can hit absolute missiles. San Diego still likes Austin Hedges because he's one of the best defensive catchers in the league. But if you want an offensive catcher, especially an offensive catching prospect, Mejia may be able to make some waves this year. Here's another Panini Elite Extra Edition. Grayson Rodriguez, another Baltimore pitching prospect, along with D.L. Hall. We got Brett Phillips for a quarter. Now, this is probably the least valuable card that I picked up as far as maybe even future value. But Brett Phillips just made me laugh so much watching him on the MLB The Show Players League on Twitch TV and on his Twitch channel that I picked up this. This is Topps Update Series from 2017. I picked up his card, rookie card, for a quarter because I don't know if I had it. But even if I did, he just made me laugh so much. And he seems just like a good, genuine, an awesome dude that I saw his rookie card and like, you know what, I'm going to grab it for a quarter. Then I found some Topps Pro Debut from last year, 2019. This is Drew Waters, outfield prospect for the Atlanta Braves. If you're a person who plays MLB The Show 20, you know he's got a card on there, who's a prospect card right now. He's an outfield prospect, a switch hitter, and he should be waiting in the wings. There's obviously not a lot of room in the Atlanta outfield right now with all of the studs they have out there with Acuna and Markakis still hanging on, and between Drew Waters and Christian Pache, I believe I'm saying that right, could be wrong, those guys will be kind of the next wave of Atlanta Brave outfielders. Here's the #1 overall pick from a few years ago, Casey Mize out of Auburn, throwing that mean sinker or splitter, 25 cents. Obviously not like his first card, but a former #1 overall pick. The Detroit Tigers have some mean pitching prospects, man. Him, Casey Manning. There's a guy, I can't remember his last name. Tariq, I think might be his first name. I could be wrong about that. I think it's, I don't even want to say it because I'm going to say it wrong. All right, here's some more for a quarter. Kyle Lewis. This is not his first Bowman Chrome. His first Bowman Chrome, I believe, is 2016. So this is his second year, if this is marked correctly. Bowman Chrome. He had an awesome year last year coming up and making quite the splash as far as power. You think he's going to strike out a lot, but he's also going to hit for power. And for a quarter, he's got a pretty good prospect pedigree going, and so I picked that one up. Another one that I really like, Tyler Glasnow, the rookies from 2017. I didn't purchase a lot of Donruss. Actually, I wasn't purchasing cards at all in 2017. But Glasnow was so good last year. He had like an ERA of what, like 1.9 for the first 6-8 weeks of the season until he got hurt. Okay, here's another guy who I found for a quarter. First Bowman Chrome again for a quarter. Will Crow. He also has a card in MLB The Show, and so MLB The Show 20 is helping me learn a little bit about some prospects. Don't know a lot about him, but it's first Bowman Chrome, and it's for a quarter, and he might be getting close to the major leagues. Not really sure about Will Crow. I'm going to have to look up some stuff on him. But anytime I can find a first Bowman Chrome of a prospect I know something about, I usually jump on it. Like here's another one, Connor Wong, first Bowman Chrome 2017 for a quarter. He's the brother of Colton Wong for the Cardinals, I believe. And I have heard, it says he has one sibling, Jordan Wong. I could be wrong. Okay, I apologize about that. He's from Texas. Yeah, Colton Wong is from Hawaii. So I apologize. He is not the brother of Colton Wong. But I have heard of his name thrown around in trade rumors and stuff. So I picked his up for a quarter. Other ones for a quarter, Bobby Dahlbeck, a couple of him. between him and Tristan Casas, kind of the top hitting prospects in the Red Sox organization. Here's another Kyle Lewis for a quarter. I didn't realize I grabbed 2 of that. Maybe I didn't. No, yeah, I did. I grabbed 2 of them. Okay. I must have just seen that. I didn't really mean to buy 2. Here's another one from 2016, Ke'Bryan Hayes for a quarter. Not his first Bowman, but this might be a second-year Bowman Chrome, I believe, or a second release. I believe this might, well, I don't even know. His dad was a major leaguer, Charlie Hayes, and he's a third base prospect. Great defense. Don't know about his offense at the major league level right away. He had a very good chance of starting the spring out with the major league team. Whenever he does get called up, whether it's at the beginning of the season or some time later than that, watch out for his defense. It's supposed to be very, very top-notch for a quarter. Okay, we're still rolling through the quarters. Here's another Frankie Montas for a rookie, Top Stadium Club, classic. I just love the look of those top Stadium Club. Montas was so good last year for Oakland. And then I grabbed a couple of these Bowman's Best Mirror Image. You've got Jacob deGrom with Ian Anderson. Ian Anderson is one of the pitching prospects for the Atlanta Braves, who is close to the major leagues. Soroka came up and was amazing last year. Ian Anderson may have gotten a shot this year. We'll see. I just like the look of these. Jacob deGrom, obviously, is 2-time Cy Young Award winner. Here's another one. Buster Posey with Zach Collins. Zach Collins, good hitting prospect for the White Sox. I've been using his card on MLB The Show 20 as well. Buster Posey, obviously, MVP, multiple World Series championships. I believe he has a batting title. Here's another one from 2015, though. Another mirror image. You've got Xander Bogaerts with Brendan Rodgers for the Colorado Rockies. Rodgers was supposed to kind of be that splashy prospect last year who made a big name for himself, and then his last year kind of just got wrecked with injuries, and then he didn't perform that well either. Bogaerts made a big jump last year between him and Rafael Devers. That left side of the Boston infield is pretty tough. So for a quarter, I love that one. Here's another one that's not worth that much. Bubba Starling for a quarter. I just picked this up because I don't have this card yet. I'm trying to put together all of Topps 2020 Series 1, kind of a hand collated set. Put the set together by hand, and this is one of the cards that so far has eluded me, so I grabbed it for a quarter. We got some more of the Topps Pro debut from last year, Jared Kelenic, who is not with the Mets anymore. Some Mets fans might be kind of bummed about that. He was part of the trade that sent Edwin Diaz and Robinson Cano to the Mets, and he was one of the main. He was their former #1 pick who got shipped over as part of the deal for Diaz and Cano to bring them over to Seattle, from Seattle to the Mets. So he's now with the Seattle organization. Between him and Julio Rodriguez, they have 2 amazing outfield prospects. So 2 of Jared Kelenic, who I believe was picked really early. He's definitely picked in the first round. I feel like he was picked like maybe even in the top half of the first round. Here's another Bo Bichette. Or not another Bo Bichette, but my first Bo Bichette. This is another Bowman 2017 release. Bo Bichette paper card. His 2016 is his first Bowman paper. But I didn't have that one yet for 50 cents. Tony Gonsolin, who is with the Dodgers and is scheduled to be part of their bullpen probably this year, although he had some pretty good moments and could definitely be a rotation pitcher for some teams. But, man, the Dodgers are just so loaded between Kershaw and Buehler and David Price and Alex Wood and Julio Urias and Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin, Ross Stripling. They have an embarrassment of riches, and so he may be kind of relegated to the bullpen. But he had a good debut last year. This vendor also had some Topps Big League, which I don't purchase a lot of Big League. I know it's kind of a lower end release, but the rookie card of Rafael Devers, like I said earlier when I was talking about Bogaerts, Devers so good last year, and anytime I can pick up a rookie of a player like him for 50 cents, man, why not? Speaking of rookies for 50 cents, Victor Robles probably should have won, or I thought he should have won the Gold Glove last year in center field. Great defender, great speed. Hitting is coming along for the Washington Nationals. I look for big things from Victor Robles. Jeter Downs, 50 cents. Do not believe he's with Cincinnati anymore. I believe he got traded. I can't remember what trade he was a part of. He might have been part of the trade with David Price. He might be with the Red Sox now, because I think he might have been with the Dodgers and he might have been traded to the Red Sox. I'm going to have to double check that. Maybe in editing I can go and put that in there. But Jeter Downs, 50 cents, early indications. This is also from Bowman's Best, 2018. I don't have any of his cards, I believe. That might be the first one. Griffin Conine for 50 cents. This is also from Panini Elite Extra Edition. You can see it's got a different little bit of a color variation there. Griffin Conine, I think, I don't want to speak incorrectly yet. He is the son of Jeff Conine. He's with the Blue Jays. Talk about the Blue Jays. Whoever was in charge of their scouting, did they just decide, hey, we're going to pick all the kids of former major leaguers, right? Between Bo Bichette, Kevin Biggio, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Griffin Conine. Jeff Conine played so many years between Kansas City. I believe he's part of the expansion draft, one of the original Florida Marlins. Jeff Conine had a long major league career, and it seems like Toronto is just picking up every single legacy, right? Kid who's had a father play in the major leagues. Here's another one, 50 cent Joe Adell, the holiday version. Now, this is obviously Bowman paper, so it's not the most expensive, but you get the Topps holiday kind of variation for 50 cents. You know my feelings about Joe Adell. I'm a big supporter of his. All right, we're moving right along here. I need to pick up the speed. I'm almost to 16 minutes here. Alex Verdugo, rookie card from Bowman's Best. Verdugo was quietly hitting like almost 300 last year before he had that back injury. He can really do some good things. I look for him to just really make a big splash in Boston. And I could see him peppering that green monster in left field and playing a mean outfield. He's got a great throwing arm. He's not maybe going to be the big power hitter like a J.D. Martinez, but man, he's going to be a good player for the Red Sox. For 50 cents, Dustin May, there he is. Look at that flow, that salad. Dustin May, ginger guard. He's part of that crowded pitching staff in the Dodgers organization as well. Hopefully he can get a chance to be in the rotation this year, but he might also be in the bullpen. Here's Panini Optic or Donruss Optic, 50 cent rookie for Trevor Story. Anytime you get an Optic, which is obviously kind of the Bowman Chrome version for parallel here for Panini products, rated rookie for 50 cents. I wasn't collecting back in 2016, so I like that one. Here's another one. This is a refractor, right? Chris Paddock, rated rookie from Optic. This is last year's Optic, obviously. Chris Paddock refractor for 50 cents. I'm all about that, right? Or I guess they don't call it refractors. They call it prism. But for 50 cents, man, I was super excited to see that. Paddock was so good last year. Here we go, a little throwback card. 75 cent. I almost didn't buy this one, but I'm like, you know what? Topps gold, or this is the gold parallel. Topps 2013, Justin Verlander, future Hall of Famer, multiple no-hitters. You can see it's numbered there, 1974, out of 2013. And I was just very, very excited to see this. I'm like, man, gold parallel of Verlander? Sure, why not? One of the all-time greats of our decade here. Also picked up a few rookies. Kyle Tucker, this is from Big League last year. This is the gold parallel. I don't know if it's called a parallel, but the gold background, which is a little bit more rare than just the base card. So Kyle Tucker for 75 cents. If he can get some regular playing time, Houston's so loaded, he may not get regular playing time. Then I pick up a few Trouts. I'm trying to put together some Trouts, as many Trouts as I can, especially the Topps flagship releases, Mike Trout cards from obviously going all the way back to 2011, which is going to be hard to get a good one of that, all the way up until present day. And so I'm not sure if I had this 2017 card, so I grabbed it. Here's another Kyle Tucker, the Bowman Chrome, or not Bowman, excuse me, Topps Chrome rookie card for 75 cents. We've got an Ozzie Albies. I like this one. This is some type of refractor parallel as well, because there were two versions of this card in the flea market. There was this one for 75 cents that kind of has this refractor look to it. And then there was another one for also 75 cents that didn't have this refractor look to it. And so I don't know if this is a special like red or fuchsia or whatever you would call this parallel. It's not numbered or anything on the back. But Topps Fire, which is a Target-only release, and I don't really have a Target within an hour of me, barely. So I haven't really purchased a lot of that. But for 75 cents, I really like that one. Take that out of the glare. We picked up Alec Bohm, who is the top position prospect, maybe the top prospect for the Philadelphia Phillies. Third base, also could maybe play some first base if needed. Alec Bohm, who might be able to break to major leagues this year for for 75 cents. And then a few more Mike Trouts, Topps Big League. This is the base Big League card from 2018. This is the Donruss from 2019. I don't believe I have this one. Probably not worth 75 cents, but I'm just trying to add to my Mike Trout collection. And then maybe one of the cooler ones I found. was this for $1. I don't. You'll have to apologize. I know this is obviously 2011 Topps. It's the famous Mike Trout release. This is an update though. This is Series 1, and this is what his second year card, I guess, of Steven Strasburg. I didn't realize he was drafted that early. This is maybe the second year Topps card of Steven Strasburg, and this is, I don't know what this is called. Is it Cognac or I don't know the name of this anniversary, diamond anniversary parallel for $1. Man, Strasburg was so good last year in the playoffs and the World Series. I was so glad to see him get that World Series title, especially after they shut him down his rookie year where he didn't get to pitch in the playoffs at all, and then they got knocked out. So I'm not really sure what this is called, but I've seen this before when I've just seen like those crazy Mike Trout cards that are worth like $10,000. But for $1, I'm like, man, he could be a future Hall of Fame player if he keeps going and stacking more good seasons on top of themselves. So I thought that was pretty cool for $1. You guys might have to help me in the comments what type of card that is. All right, I'm at 21 minutes. I'll go ahead and bust into these. This guy always, or lady, I don't know if it's a guy or a lady, whoever has this booth always has a ton of these little team bags with various cards in here. I can tell all of these are 2019 Bowman Chrome. They all appear to be Bowman Chrome. You can see they all appear to have that shimmer. And so I don't know. You can see Mackenzie Gore on the back, who's one of the top prospects and the top pitching prospect in all of baseball. So for 75 cents, I thought, man, I'll jump onto this. I don't know if I'll be able to get any first Bowman Chromes of a player really good. I'm sure there's no like Wander Franco in here, but I should hopefully be able to at least get 75 cents worth. And so it's always fun to break into these little mystery team bags. So I'm going to try to be careful here not to damage the cards. He or she, whoever does this booth, has this thing super secure, and they always do a really good job of making sure that people can't sneak into their product or sneak into these packs and try to search them to see if there's anything good. So I'm going to carefully take this off here so I don't ding up any corners. All right, there we go. All right, so we'll go through these really quickly. We got the first Bowman Chrome of Roberto Ramos, first base prospect. We've got Sean Murphy. Oh, I like Sean Murphy. Scheduled to be the starting catcher this year for the Oakland Athletics. Brendan Rodgers, just talked about him. We got Austin Beck. Mitch Keller, good pitching prospect. So you can see the first Bowman Chrome on the front was probably the thing to get me to buy it, because none of these others have been first Bowman Chromes yet. We've got Brandon Marsh, who's a good hitting prospect for the Angels. Oh, here's another first Bowman Chrome. Matt Mercer. Don't know a lot about him. Dylan Cease. He pitched last year for the White Sox. Throws hard. There's Matthew Liberatore. I believe he was part of the trade in the offseason for, got sent to the St. Louis Cardinals. Maybe that's the trade that brought Jose Martinez to Tampa. Got Yusniel Diaz. Anthony Kay was part of the Marcus Stroman trade. Now with the Blue Jays. Michael Baez. Here's Carter Kieboom or Kaiboom. Don't know how to pronounce his name. Has a chance to play this year a lot for the Nationals. Lyon Richardson, don't know a lot about him. That's his first moment. Travis Swaggerty, the number one or the first overall pick, not the first overall, but the first round pick for the Pirates a couple years ago. Michael Chavis made his debut last year. This is pretty good. Brent Honeywell. Chad Spanberger, don't know a lot about him, but that's his first Bowman card. Daz Cameron, the son of Mike Cameron. MLB Network had an old All-Star game on today, and his dad, Mike Cameron, was playing in it. I didn't even know his dad made an All-Star team. Ryan McKenna for Baltimore. Alex Faedo for two of him for Detroit. Zach Collins, I just had his card earlier. I had two Zach Collins, and then Mackenzie Gore. That's actually pretty good, man. For 75 cents, I got a lot of pretty good cards. Not that many first moments, but there were a lot of good players in there. There weren't many just chumps. All right, now this, I don't know if this is just the Bowman Chrome release. I didn't remember this card, this Victor Robles, being in the regular Bowman release, because isn't it in the regular Bowman, all the Chrome cards were the prospects? So maybe it's just Bowman Chrome from last year. I don't think I ever purchased that. So I'm not exactly sure. Victor Robles, it's card number 97. There's Nelson Cruz, Bowman Chrome. Zach Greinke. Yeah, this is definitely Bowman Chrome, which I didn't purchase any of last year. Nolan Arenado. Got Brandon Belt. Chris Davis. He was having an awesome spring this year before he got shut down, obviously. We got Jacob Turner. Blake Trinan, looking to rebound from last year's ugly year. Now he's with the Dodgers. Jose Abreu. Said he wanted to play his whole career in Chicago for the White Sox. Josh Hader. That hair flowing. Yohan Moncada was very, very good last year. Former #1 overall prospect of the minor leagues. Marcus Stroman. now pitching for the Mets. Robinson Cano. Jacob deGrom, so we got 3 Mets in a row. Cy Young winner. There's Hader again. We got Ian Kinsler, who's since retired and joined the front office of the Padres. Corey Kluber got traded in the offseason and is now with Texas. Mitch Haniger, Robbie Cano again, and then Brian Anderson, who was sneaky good last year for the Marlins. So there you have it, guys. I'm about at the 25-minute mark, so I should probably wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, like the video if you'd like. If not, that's cool too. I'm going to be back shortly. I don't know when I'll post it, but here in a couple days I'll post the grab bags because I picked up a couple $5 grab bags of baseball and basketball cards from this vendor, and I want to show those to you guys as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day. Hope everyone's staying safe out there, and I will catch you all later. See ya.